Hey, what's up, everybody? Project Poke here. Every once in a while, I get tripped up by somebody on my side. Usually it's an activist or someone that thinks they're oh so smart about stuff. Now, I'll admit, I don't have the answer for everything, and I'm pretty inflexible about certain points of where the Democratic Party needs to go. I'm very idealistically focused. And one of those focuses is on civil rights and especially access to voting. I'm a big believer in that. So it always catches me off guard when you have Democrats, especially activists, spouting Republican talking points or saying we should become Republican-Lite. Because we got to appeal to those MAGA voters. They're just so misunderstood. That hillbilly elegy kind of shit that I can't stand. You're treating them stupid. No, you're treating them stupid. I wrote a piece about that on, MAGA voters knew what they were voting for. These people don't see it as voting against their self-interest. They don't care about they don't think it's voting against their economic interests. They just don't care that other people are going to get hurt. They're fine with it. That's exactly what they voted for. And trying to spend time persuading these people is wasted resources. You just have to outvote them. And you know how you do that? You stop voter suppression. You stop gerrymandering. But then someone tried to tell me, but voter suppression is a decade old. It's time we move on from it. Yeah? Then why do they keep passing more voter suppression laws in red states? If it's so frickin' passé, why do they keep putting more laws on the books? Riddle me that. But it's not effective in Ohio because the governor, he won by 20 to 30 points. Why do you think that is? Are you going to turn out to vote in a district where you think your vote doesn't matter because it's red? No. You want to get rid of MAGA politicians? Then stop letting MAGA select their voters. It's that simple. You will get more moderate Republicans and Democrats if you actually let voters vote. If they actually have to compete for votes. That's the problem. That is the result of 10 years of gerrymandering. I wonder why. We have to understand why Ohio went 12 points to Republicans. Because of gerrymandering. That's why. It doesn't matter that we haven't solved it in a decade. Republicans didn't stop fighting Roe v. Wade for 50 years and they finally got it done. Nothing makes me hotter than people on our side trying to play this so smart management consultant, Washingtonian pundit, where they look at some poll and they say, our voters are more older and college educated, so that's who we need to micro-target and blah, blah, blah. No, man. We need to back voting rights. We need to end voter suppression and gerrymandering. We need to get dark money out of politics. People don't trust the Democrats, one, because of propaganda from the billionaire class and this right and foreign billionaires. Let's not forget that, with Fox News and Rupert Murdoch, who's also a foreigner, and Newsmax, Sinclair Broadcasting, that's taken over local news stations. Propaganda plays a massive, massive role in that. But you know what else does? Gerrymandering and voter suppression. That plays another big role. And giving up that fight and ceding that ground, we're not going to get any lasting change. You're just screwing around the edges. But I know school choice is important to you as a white suburban mom, and here's the thing. You may not say you're MAGA, but you're doing exactly what they're doing. Because you know what school choice does? It fucks poor kids. It screws over marginalized communities that are still dealing with redlining. But you don't care about them, right? You just don't want little Johnny to go to that school because you're not quite as rich to send your kid to a private school. But you want that voucher. That's fine for you. What about all those other kids that can't afford it? And those other parents that can't afford it? Yeah, you may not be MAGA, but you sure sound like them. And you're sure using Republican talking points. Turning the Democratic Party into the Republican-Lite is not the alternative. The problem we have is we don't stand on our principles. You can't say MAGA is a threat to democracy and then compromise with them or take up their talking points or take up their stances on issues. No, it doesn't work. People won't trust you. They won't even trust you as an alternative. They'll stay home. We got to stop this foolishness. It's long past time to stop it. We got to stand on business. We've got to stand on principles. And if we start to do that, hell, we might actually start winning some elections on purpose again. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Keep the faith, defend democracy, and I'll see you later.